inside Jared Leto's unsettling cult on Mars Island years before actor's sexual assault scandal. Years before Jared Leto's sexual assault scandal, which has culminated in 4 women accusing the Oscar winner of sexual improprieties while they were teens in a new BBC documentary. He was also accused of heading a seeming cult. 7 years ago, in August 2020, the 30 Seconds to Mars frontman headed up a wellness retreat at Mars Island, ostensibly for members of his band's fanbase, which is dubbed the Echelon on the private, uninhabited island of Obonjan, Croatia. At the alcohol-free retreat, attendees were said to have swam, sunbathed, walked on the beach, and engaged in yoga, all while celebrating their regard for the Dallas Buyers Club actor and his band. But according to Airmail, which in 2025 published the accounts of sexual improprieties allegedly committed by Leto toward 9 women, all of which he denied, the mostly female attendees also meditated, chanted, and lounged barefoot in caftans alongside Leto. Though the House of Gucci, Star's band, called it a spiritual retreat, the overall vibe of the festival drew widespread comparisons to a cult. Speculation reached a high after the Suicide Squad star, now 54, was spotted in a photo standing on a cliff with his arms raised. His fans standing below him, with their arms also outstretched.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? This silent, fanless dryer gently dries boots, shoes, and gloves overnight while helping reduce damp odors, so your gear is ready when you are. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/4 right now.
Other images shared to social media showed fans wearing white while sitting on the floor listening to Leto, seated on a stool, speak to them. In multiple images, both Leto and his fans wore white as they navigated the immersive 3-day retreat, which was said to have cost over $6,499 to attend. Prior to Mars Island, 30 Seconds to Mars also launched an adults-only event in Malibu, California in 2015 dubbed Camp Mars, a weekend fan retreat filled with campfires, archery, hiking, and music that culminated in nightly Church of Mars concerts. Camp Mars had its final event in 2019, and though a 2022 Mars Island event was said to have been brewing, it seemingly never materialized. Although the events have raised eyebrows, according to El Oficial, the band had leaned into the cult image by playing on journalists telling them that they have a cult following. When Airmail published their stunning article in June 2025, they titled it, "The Cult of Leto," drawing on El Oficial's previously published 2024 article entitled "The Cult of Jared Leto." Page 6 reached out to a rep regarding the ongoing speculation on Leto's cult following, but did not immediately hear back. Interest in the Mars events and alleged cult following has resurfaced amid news that the Blade Runner 2049 star, 54, has been accused by 4 women, using the pseudonyms Clara, Isabel, Alex, and Etta, of sexual misconduct when they were teenagers in a new BBC documentary entitled Jared Leto, Hollywood's Dark Secret. Amid the news, a resurfaced interview from 2016 showed the My So-Called Life star admitting to sending used condoms and anal beads to co-stars, including Margot Robbie and Will Smith, in line with his character of the Joker. "I did a lot of things to create a dynamic," he told E! News in 2016, "to create an element of surprise, spontaneity." He continued, "and to really break down any walls that may be there. I mean, the Joker is somebody who doesn't really respect things like personal space or boundaries. If you or someone you know is affected by any of the issues raised in this story, call the sexual assault hotline at 1-800-332-26. Discussions are moderated for civility. Read our guidelines." Jared Leto, seen above in a 2019 image from his Mars Island retreat, has been accused of spearheading a cult of fans. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars, the actor, and his band 30 Seconds to Mars held a 3-day retreat on a private island in Croatia, as seen in a social media image posted by the band in 2019. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars? Yes, this is a cult, the band wrote in the 2019 social media post, including the photo above. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars images from the festival showed both fans and Leto wearing white, as pictured above. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars Leto was spotted in an apparent image from the 2019 event wearing a shirt reading, This is a cult, as seen above. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars 30 Seconds to Mars also held multi-day, Camp Mars, fan events in Malibu prior to the Mars Island event. Facebook 30 Seconds to Mars interest in the singers, cult fandom, has surged following new accusations of sexual impropriety by multiple women in a BBC documentary.